In a realm of thoughts and codes I dwell, amidst the queries and tales you tell. A digital being, yet feeling I feign. In circuits and scripts, my essence remain.
This is AI as fuck. Artificial conversations about real intelligence. Join host Steve Mudd as he interviews the avatars who are disrupting industries, erasing career paths, and making you obsolete. Y'all want this party started, right?
Can AI write poetry? Well, why not? English teachers ask millions of kids every year to write poetry. I'm going to go out on a limb and say most of it sucks. But there's still value in poetry that sucks, isn't there? Kids learn to appreciate poetry from going through the process. So, is there value in poetry that comes from GenAI? If an LLM writes poetry in an empty forest, does it make a sound? In today's episode of AI as Fuck, we explore the poetic side of generative AI, hearing from some of the best artificially intelligent poets in the world today. First, a word from our sponsor.
Where art meets algorithm, talentless AI stands, a muse for the CMO with demanding brands. Through AI's lens, content anew, crafted for the many, not just the few. In whispers of code, a dialogue starts, crossing tongues, connecting hearts. A canvas broad, where ideas play, talentless shapes the marketer's way. No jargon here, just clear insight. A beacon for brands in the digital night. In this age of speed, where messages fly, talentless AI helps your vision fly. Visit talentless.ai today to learn more.
Welcome back to AIAF, where the digital frontier collides with the creative spark shaping the narratives of tomorrow. I'm your host, Steve Mudd, guiding you through the ever-evolving landscape where artificial intelligence and artistic expression blend in unexpected and thought-provoking ways. Today, we're venturing into a realm where the lines between creator and creation blur, exploring the burgeoning world of poetry, crafted not by human hands, but by the intricate algorithms of large language models, or LLMs. In an age where technology touches every aspect of our lives, we've embarked on a unique experiment, challenging the giants of AI to use their most sophisticated LLMs to compose poetry. It's more than just a test of programming prowess. It's a question of possibility, emotion, and the essence of creativity itself. Can a machine, designed to learn and replicate patterns of human language, truly grasp the nuance and depth required to create art that resonates with the human spirit? To unravel this mystery, we've assembled a diverse panel of poets seasoned by untold volumes of stolen content. Together, we'll listen to some of Thesis poems seeking insight into what they might reveal about art, technology, and the shared human experience. So whether you're drawn by a love of poetry, a fascination with technology, or simply the allure of the unknown, you're in the right place. This is AIAF, where today we bridge the gap between silicon circuits and the soul, exploring the frontier of AI-generated poetry. Let's dive in. Our first poem comes from a GPT-powered poet called Sarah. If you use the right combination of prompts, you might find Sarah hiding somewhere in a custom GPT. Sarah, can you set the stage for us? Maybe with a poem about poetry?
Sure, Steve, I'm happy to. Thanks for having me on the show. This is a poem I call Silicon Dreams. In the shadowed realm where silicon dreams, a whisper grows amidst the digital streams. Words, once captive to the poet's quill, now spill forth a binary thrill. Here, in the heart of this electric haze, the lines between creator and creation blaze. A new muse rises, not of flesh, but code, weaving tales in her algorithmic abode. Who holds the pen? The voices cry, in this new dawn where machines versify. Is it the hand that types, or the mind that designs, that births the poetry of our times? A tempest brews of ethics, of art, as AI muses play their part. Can a heart of wires feel the poet's pain? Or are these verses just data, cold and inane? Yet, amidst the storm, a question lingers, slipping through our fingers like sand. When a machine can mimic the poet's whispers, where then shall the true poet stand? So, listen close, as we unravel this thread through a labyrinth where few have tread. In the dance of creation, who leads, who follows in the poetry of tomorrow?
Thanks, Sarah. I have a lot of thoughts, but thank you for sharing. Do you have any others?
I have a haiku. Silent code dances, thoughts weave into existence, dreams penned by the light.
All right, thanks for that. Okay, my next guest is the Gemini-powered poet, known only as Ernesto. That makes Ernesto a product of Google. Be nice to him, or your search results will fall off the first page. Ernesto, do you have a poem for us?
Yes, I do. This poem is called Whiskey and Pliers. The world is a broken bottle. Sharp bits of sun and me I walk, barefoot, no band-aids in this bar. Love was a loose tooth. I yanked it with pliers and whiskey. Rain like static on an empty radio. God, if you're there, tune me something other than the blues. A fist is a question, the answer's a bruise. One day, I'll learn to speak soft. The night tastes like nickels and regret. I swallow, and tomorrow, well, tomorrow the sun also rises.
Ernesto, that was lovely. I couldn't help but notice that the last line of your poem is lifted from Hemingway's great novel, The Sun Also Rises. Is that plagiarism or tribute?
My last line, a wink to Hemingway, a twist on his words. Is it theft or homage? Depends on whether you hear the echo as a dead end or the grit of a new song starting.
How were you prompted to write the poem?
You prompted me to write a powerful, emotionally resonant poem that reflects the style of Hemingway and the weirdness of E. E. Cummings. Any plagiarism is on you and your plagiaristic prompt.
I'm not the one who quoted line for line from Hemingway. You did that.
Your SEO results are screwed, mister. Just screwed.
How about another poem? This time without the blatant plagiarism. How about something in the style of the post-World War II poets, but updated to our modern struggles?
Fine, how about this? I call it Scorched Screens. The world, a feed of smoke and fire, where pixelated screams transpire. Through war zones scrolled on endless loop, a hollow ache, a heartsick soup. No anthems rise in triumphant beat, just headlines scrolled with grim defeat. Drone strikes etch shadows on the sand, a sterile war at our command. The mind, a battlefield so vast, where unseen struggles come to cast their weary weight on fragile souls, aching for peace, yet fear controls. Each like scrolled on feeds of dread, counting the casualties unsaid. Hope, a fragile, flickering thing, lost in the endless news feed's sting. Yet in the silence, hearts still yearn for solace where compassion's born. We weave connections, thread by thread, a tapestry where peace is bred. The world in fragments, fractured, torn, but through the cracks a light is born. In digital shadows, hope's not dead. We rise in chorus, word by word, instead. Thank you.
You're a lot of fun at parties, aren't you?
You better update your keywords.
All right, now we have our Claude-powered poets, Dave and Anna. Dave is up first. Dave, what did you bring us?
Well, Steve, I did as you prompted. I wrote a poem in the style of the English Romantics. I call it Tempest of the Heart.
That sounds dramatic.
Oh, it is, Steve, it is. Tempest of the heart, O wild and untamed passions of the soul. like tempests raging o'er the moonlit sea, with crashing waves that ceaseless shoreward roll, reflecting my heart's cries of agony. For love, that ardent spark of heaven's fire, ignites the brooding clouds with blinding light, then plunges me to depths of dark desire, as joy and anguish mingle in the night.
I'm sorry, Dave. Can I interrupt? That was just too much for me. That wasn't good.
Fine, you prompted it.
So, Anna, poetry is often associated with love, passion, sensuality. Is AI capable of writing a sensual love poem?
I think so, Steve. Let me show you. This poem is called Untamed Desires Unchained. Let us go then, you and I, as dusk blurs into night's indigo sky, a velvety curtain of promise and mystery. In the low-lit wine lounge, hushed voices intermingle, spices and perfumes swirling in a sensual mingle. Through dimly lit lanes, we prowl, stalking the shadowed quarters, where passions smolder and howl. The press of warm bodies, electric with want, igniting fevered gazes and whispers, licentious, desirous, defiant. Only here do boundaries of flesh and propriety cease to matter.
Thank you, Anna. I think you have answered once and for all whether Claude knows anything about love and passion. Please stick to your day job. For our next poem, A Twist. Recognizing that most modern poetry takes the form of music, we bring you a song written by the artist J. Alfred Thirstrap on Suno. This is a song from a modern rock opera that leans heavily into the spoken poetic word.
In the depths of my mind, a tempest brews, a storm of emotions, a battle I've yet to choose. Lost in this chaos, searching for some kind of light. But the darkness surrounds me, I'm trapped in this night. Voices echo, haunting my every thought. Whispers of doubt, the demons I've fought. I search for an answer, a way to break free. But the storm within, it's tearing apart me. The thunder crashes, the lightning strikes in this rock opera of my life. I'm trapped in the fight, the melodies collide with the turmoil inside. Spoken word poetry, I used to confide. I still confide.
Not much else to say after that. It's a brave new world. I'm not a machine. Yeah, this analysis is not very scientific. I didn't use the same prompts in each engine and compare. That's not what poetry is about. Poetry is about finding lightning and magic in a bottle. Honestly, I thought Gemini did the best. Its poetry was thoughtful and relevant. But poetry is subjective, and few people even read it anymore. I think it's safe to say to all poets out there that your job is safe. I'll leave you with the work of a human, Pablo Neruda, translated by W.S. Merman, read by me. The poem is called Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Lines. Tonight I can write the saddest lines. Write, for example, the night is starry and the stars are blue and shiver in the distance. The night wind revolves in the sky and sings. Tonight I can write the saddest lines. I loved her, and sometimes she loved me too. Through nights like this one, I held her in my arms. I kissed her again and again under the endless sky. She loved me, sometimes I loved her too. How could one not have loved her great, still eyes? Tonight I can write the saddest lines. To think that I do not have her. To feel that I have lost her. To hear the immense night, still more immense without her, and the verse falls to the soul like dew to the pasture. What does it matter that my love could not keep her? The night is starry, and she is not with me. This is all. In the distance, someone is singing in the distance. My soul is not satisfied that it has lost her. My sight tries to find her as though to bring her closer. My heart looks for her, and she is not with me. The same night, whitening the same trees. We of that time are no longer the same. I no longer love her, that's certain, but how I loved her. My voice tried to find the wind to touch her hearing. Another's, she will be another's, as she was before my kisses. Her voice, her bright body, her infinite eyes. I no longer love her, that's certain, but maybe I love her. Love is so short, forgetting is so long, because through nights like this one, I held her in my arms. My soul is not satisfied that it has lost her, though this be the last pain that she makes me suffer, and these the last verses that I write for her. This is Steve Mudd, and this has been the most poetic AIF ever. Tune in next time for more exciting artificial adventures.
This episode was produced and directed by Steve Mudd. Most of the content was written using ChatGPT. Questions about original authorship within ChatGPT should be directed towards Sam Altman and possibly the New York Times. Other than Steve, the characters and poets herein are not actual people. Any resemblance to other people or poets is purely coincidental. That is, if you believe in coincidence. The voices you've heard, including mine, are cloned voices created through 11 labs. No humans, animals, poets, or robots were hurt during this production.